What is up, y'all? How you doing? How you doing? It's time for the weekly forecast. I haven't picked out what decks I want to use, though. Pretty sure I want to use this one. I don't even know. I should have done all this before I came on. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, time for the weekly forecast. So, for those of you who would like to find the information on how to go about scheduling a personal reading, please look in the description box of this video. That is where you will find everything you need to know. That's the only way to schedule a personal reading with me. Okay? Do not give money to anybody pretending to be me on social media or in the comments of these videos. It's not me. That's not me. So please don't fall for that. If you want a reading from me, it's only done one way, and that's in the description of the video. All right? Okay, I think I've figured out what decks I want to use. Yep, okay. New Palladini, one of my favorites, man. One of my favorites. Matter of fact, you know why I like this deck? Y'all probably don't care, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The very first tarot card reading video I ever watched was the lady that was reading used this deck right here. So I was like, I got to get that deck, man. It turns out to be one of my favorites. All right, I'm done babbling. Let's see what important messages we have from my Aries friends. We got any Aries people in here? Ooh, a couple hundred of you in here already. Okay, cool. Right on. Right on, right on. Okay, let's see here. Whenever this deck wants to start talking to me, hang on. What important messages do we have from my Aries friends? Ah, there it is. There it is. Oh, don't fall in there. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Could be an earth sign for some of you. Doesn't have to be. One of you, though, is I just feel like refusing to put forth any effort on this situation, though. Maybe you've put forth all the effort that you possibly can. I don't know. Let me see here. Nine of Swords reversed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see you moving on from this right here. I don't know, man. I do kind of feel like this person's been trying to get your attention, though. I can't help it. Or is this you trying to get their attention? I mean, whenever I pull this first initial spread right here, it's like 75% their energy that I'm looking at. Okay. Looks to me like they have more than likely been doing things to try to get your attention. For some of you, there could be communication. But I mean, the Page of Pentacles, when that comes to communication, that's not really deep, heartfelt communication. It's like very, what always comes to my mind when I see the Page of Pentacles? Like the cashier at the gas station, that type of communication. Hey, how you doing? Oh, cool. Did you find everything okay? Just bullshit communication that has no fucking meaning. It's just fake. You don't give a shit how I'm doing. You don't give a damn if I found everything okay. Why are you even asking me that question? Just shut up. That's what I think of when I see the Page of Pentacles. So there could be communication between the two of you, just not really heartfelt communication, Thank you for the super chat, Matt and Mason Gaming. Thank you. Appreciate you. But even if there's not full-on communication, I feel like the person's been trying to poke at you, posting things directed towards you, Maybe every now and then they'll slide up into your Facebook and hit a little like on your post or whatever, and then just, what in the hell, that type. But I mean, I just feel like you're refusing to put any effort into this situation. You're not really losing sleep over it anymore, and you're moving past it. New doorways of opportunity are opening for you. Some of you could even be entertaining new communication from a new person, honestly. Yeah, I feel like you're losing all interest in this. It's getting to that point, isn't it? It is getting to that point. Okay, we're kind of going in circles now because now we got the 9 of Pentacles, King of Cups in the reverse. I'm going to turn my fan on here in a second. Okay. Well, I'm feeling like what the most important thing here is something new. I don't know, though. Some of you are just kind of going off on your own and doing your own thing. Maybe there's somebody new wanting to communicate with you and you're just kind of giving them the cold shoulder. You know, there's this real strong leave me alone vibe coming from you. You know, I feel a really strong leave me alone vibe coming from Aries. For those of you who are not blasting a leave me alone vibe, check your moon, rising, and Venus, because I feel like the majority of the Aries who this message is for, a very strong leave me the hell alone. I mean, Hermit, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands reversed. Come on now. Hang on, let me turn my fan on. It's getting hot in here. Hold up. It's weird how it waits till I go live, and then as soon as I go live, it's like the heat builds in the room, you know? All right. Well, let me see what I don't even know what to read next here. Hang on, Aries. Let's see if there will be any actions from the past person. Any actions. I know some of you are here looking for the past. Some of you are looking for something new. Any actions from the past person. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. So I would say that they're eventually going to break the silence. But with the Eight of Swords right here, I don't know. I feel like this person's trying to push and poke and push and poke to get the silence broken. But this feels like you ignoring it, playing dumb, pretending you don't notice it. Like, huh? Who? What? Who? I don't even know who that is. Who? What are you talking about? You know? It feels like you. So not really. Nothing straightforward and direct, you know? And if you're not going to be straightforward and direct with an Aries, you may as well just like fucking throw it away. Aries invented being straightforward and direct, you know? All right, let's look at the main outcome here, the main overall outcome. Ooh, Six of Pentacles, Magician. Yeah, see, there's the Eight of Pentacles reversed again. No, I'm really kind of feeling like the majority of you are just kind of doing your own thing. Telling everybody to leave you the hell alone, manifesting bigger and better things. For those of you who are into metaphysics and esoterics and are actually on a manifestation journey, I see you really going into yourself and focusing on manifesting your goals very, very intensely. And that's good. I mean, that's really good. Really good, especially when you don't see the evidence around you, you know, and it's really hard. You want to give up and just say, fuck it. And you don't. You stick with it and you keep walking that path and doing what you got to do. But with this Ace of Wands right here being outside of the time frame, I'm feeling like next week is going to be very powerful, but in a lot of ways that you won't see. Like you probably won't be able to point to anything because all the changes that are being made are all the big changes. Every flutter of every butterfly wing is lining up perfectly to bring you what you want. Okay, every gust of wind, every blade of grass blowing in the wind. Dude, I'm telling you, the shit that's lining up is the stuff that you don't see. So it'll probably be made more apparent later on down the line. But as far as this week, you may not see much. Okay, but it is a very important period. Very important period. I don't think there's anything wrong with what you're doing. If you feel the desire to go do you and tell everybody to leave you the hell alone, fucking do it. Who cares? Who gives a damn? All right. I still kind of feel like there is somebody new that wants to come into your life. But if you're not feeling it, then don't do it. If you're not feeling it, don't do it. Straight up. All right. Taurus, what important messages do we have for Taurus? Important messages for Taurus. Nine of Wands reversed. Okay. Somebody's letting their guard down here. I can't tell. I'm going to see if that's you or them. Star card. Oh, okay. This feels I'm just going to go ahead and spit it the way I see it. Take it if it resonates. If it don't, chuck it. This feels to me like you are keeping your options open. You could have a few extra options available to you. But the person you're dealing with, on the other hand, I feel like is at a distance, past person. This feels like past energy. At a distance, keeping an eye on you, waiting for you to let your guard down. Waiting. Devil card reversed. Now, there's at least one of you who is choosing to be celibate. I know that's not everybody, but I had to say it because I saw it. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. If you do choose to go through a period of celibacy, be sure that you are clearing the energy, okay, from any previous partners that you've been with. Their energy is still all over you, okay, and tangled up. Do some clearing. Do some clearing and cleanse yourself completely of any energies you've tangled with, you know. Again, I know that's not everybody, but I know it's at least one of you. Anyway, though, I'm not really seeing... Some of you are kind of wanting to just keep your options open and maybe play the field and not settle down with anything really serious right now. Not really. Kind of feels like you have feelings for somebody, though, and I can't tell who it is. This is kind of confusing me. I'm not going to lie to you. Kind of confusing me. But I just feel like the majority of the energy in this spread right here is past energy. Yeah, this is for those of you who you know for a fact that you have somebody from the past kind of stepping back and still keeping an eye on you. Could be a Virgo, also have Leo, Aquarius, and Libra. Also have Capricorn. Could be another Taurus. I'm just feeling like a lot of you aren't really trying to commit right now. Not really. If you're a Taurus and you're trying to commit, if you're trying to find a long-term commitment right now, check your moon, rising, and Venus, because not the Tauruses this reading is for. Okay. Well, maybe that's kind of a collective thing, because something similar came through for Aries. I'm not getting like a strong leave me alone vibe from you because the Hermit's in the reverse for you, but I am getting the Hierophant reverse. Some of you have lost your faith. You know, I don't really have any faith, so I'm just not really interested. I'm not trying to tie myself down right now. You know, Ace of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Well, I guess we got to move forward because now we're starting to go in circles. So let's see what's coming in. What's coming in? New or old? What is coming in? New or old? Past or new? What's coming in? Past or new? Four of Cups reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. And the Ace of Wands reversed. I don't know. Eight of Wands. I see communication, but I don't see like what for some man. I'm just going to go ahead and call it like I said. It's looking like the majority of you are kind of keeping your guard up just a little bit, just enough to keep yourself at arm's distance from whoever it is you're communicating with. There's somebody, and I'm feeling like it's a new person. I'm going to go ahead and tell you how I see it. It feels new. And this person sees you as an opportunity that they don't want to miss. And I don't know if you're doing it intentionally or if the two of you just ain't vibing. I can't really tell which it is. But it doesn't look like it's taking lift off right now. Not really. Not really. What's the best advice? Let's just do the advice here. Okay. Be very careful and picky and choosy who you open up to. The Tower card. When it comes to the past, for those of you who are dealing with a past situation that just recently came to an end, especially if it was long-term, give yourself the time to adjust. Or the metaphor I will use is allow the tower to burn to the ground. Okay, that's the metaphor. But I mean, what that really means in realistic terms is give yourself the time to adjust to the new routine. You know, especially if it was long term, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and all of a sudden it came to an end last week, last month. It's going to feel fucking weird, man. It's going to feel weird as hell. And that part of you is just dying outside of your comfort zone. So the first thing you want to do is go put out all the flames and try to start repainting and rebuilding and, you know, and no. Let the tower continue to burn. Give yourself time to adjust to the new routine. See what I'm saying? Okay. I'm going to do a deck swap. These messages are super fucking weird. Deck swap, deck swap. Tarot Original 1909 and the black and white. All right. We're moving on to Gemini. Gemini. What important messages do we have from my Gemini friends? Ooh, Three of Swords. Third party situation for some of you. Some of you. Even if it's not, there's still a lot of healing that needs to be done. See a lot of heartbreak, a lot of resentment, a lot of animosity. Ooh, but this is taking a while, isn't it? Yeah, it's taking a while to shake this. It's one of them strong connections. This is one of those for some of you, and I try not to say this as much as I used to, but for some of you, it could possibly be a twin flame connection. That's not everybody. Okay, so don't just take that and run with it. But no matter what title you want to give this connection, it's really intense. One of those connections that at the end of the day, when years from now, looking back, you'll see that you weren't meant to just let go of this overnight. Okay, because this connection that you're dealing with here, Gemini, one of the primary purposes of this connection was to turn you into a different person. I don't know if we talked about this in your last reading or not, but right now, in this moment, the person you are is the sum total of every experience that you have had up to this moment. 10 years from now, the person that you will be, again, will be the sum total of every experience that leads you to that moment. This right here, this connection, what you're going through, this experience is playing a massive, massive role in the process of molding you into the person you will be in the next 5, 10 years. It's not supposed to be something that you can just brush off your shoulder. It's not supposed to just, wake up the next day and it's nothing but a fart in the wind. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Okay, I know it's hard to hear. I get it. I know. I've been there, dude. Oh, man. I'm telling you, the person that I am right now, this me that you see right now was molded by some of the most heart-wrenching connections that fucked me up and made me question my entire existence. I don't like it any more than you. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Kim and Kelly. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Okay. Well, I still see that there's a part of you that is still analyzing this, though, wondering whether or not putting forth any work and effort would be worth it. There's still one of you twins. Because you may have one twin saying, fuck them. I'm done with that. I'm not going through that again. But then the other twin is like, yeah, but what if we try it this way? What if I try it that way? There's a part of you still contemplating what if, I think you're dealing with a commitment phobe anyway, honestly. Yep. Hierophant reversed, Queen of Wands reversed. Man, we got 2 queens here, both in the reverse. I mean, I'm just feeling like you're dealing with a commitment. And honestly, not just commitment, but just in general. I bet you're not the only person frustrated with this individual. I bet you're not. You're probably one of several people who are irritated with this person because they're just not a very reliable individual. Could be the type of person that has a new job every 3 months. Just hops from job to job to job to job to job. Can't, they start a project. They don't even get halfway through with it. And then they give up on it and quit. And they never, ever, ever finish anything they started in their life. That type of person. I used to be that type of person. I know what that's like. Definitely not relationship material. All right, let's see what kind of outcome we have for my Gemini friends. Woo, King of Swords. Death card. Blum, blum, blum. So for those of you who were wondering whether or not there would be any life breathed back into this old connection, an old flame was going to rekindle, it's not really looking like there's a lot of energy supporting that. I know it's frustrating as hell. I'm not trying to sit here and make it sound like it's something that's easy to go through. However, it is very intentionally a slow, gradual transitionary process. Okay. See, this is okay. So the death card is the Scorpio card. You know why it's the Scorpio card? What happens during Scorpio season? What happens? Especially if you live on the East Coast of the United States. What happens during Scorpio season? Everything slowly starts to die. Slowly. And then everything dies and stays dead for a long, extended period of time. Months before Aries season rolls around, and then everything, boom, springs back to life. But from the death card, Scorpio season, it is a long, drawn out, fucking boring transitionary period from that cycle to the next. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It'll make sense one day, I promise you. Not really seeing a lot of action though, Gemini. I'm really not seeing a lot of action happening here. I'm seeing a flat line. Yeah, see? Not seeing a lot of action, not visible. Wait, let's just get some advice. Let's get some advice. Oh, the 5 of Cups. Okay, so don't run away from your feelings. Okay, I'm an air sign too. I think we invented that. We invented running from your feelings, didn't we? I think. I don't know, but just don't do that. Don't do that. But also, at the same time, don't get addicted to your feelings. Okay, that's another bad thing. I think water signs invented that. Getting addicted to your negative emotions, And like, I don't mean that in a figurative sense. I mean, quite literally, your body can become physiologically addicted to the chemicals produced by negative emotions. Like quite literally. Okay. Watch out for that. Watch out for that. But keep your options open. Keep your options open. Okay. I feel like something new is coming in a little bit sooner than you may think, but I don't think the next person coming in is meant to be permanent. Okay. I don't think the next person coming in was meant to be long-term and permanent. I feel like you have some people who are going to start making their way into your life, helping you up out of this rock bottom pit you've been in. Okay. There's going to be some people come and go and come and go and come and go. And over a gradual period, it's going to help you ascend up out of that low rock bottom, difficult, frustrating vibe. You know what I mean? It's cool. You'll see. You'll see. Okay. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer. I rolled over about 3 minutes on Gemini, didn't I? Cancer. What important messages do we have for my Cancers? Cancer. Ooh, the 8 of Wands. Some of you could be traveling to meet somebody, possibly. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Hang on, I don't want to say too much more. Hold on. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Temperance reversed. 6 of Wands. Yeah, okay. So you could be communicating with a few different people. Man, I was going to say that because immediately when I saw that 8 of Wands, I'm going to tell you what it felt like. It felt to me immediately like meeting up with somebody from the past that you've been separated from. Okay. I know every tarot reader reads things differently, but this is my distance card. Okay, there's a few different, but this is my travel and distance card. And for me, I know everybody reads it differently, but to me, about 90% of the time, this is what I look for if I'm looking for traveling or relocating or moving, you know. It's also a communication card. I know that's kind of weird too. This is where your intuition comes in, but this feels to me like maybe there's somebody at a distance that's wanting to communicate with you. You know, maybe somebody that lives in a different city, a different state. I don't know if you noticed, but I grabbed a different deck again, and the Seven of Cups is still coming up. So you could have a few different people having their eye on you. You know, maybe a few different Facebook friends are competing for your attention, you know. But again, similarly, I'm not really getting a feeling of leave me alone. Not really, but I am kind of, what's the word? It's not leave me alone, but it's like, I got me. Kind of like emotional independence, even though that card's not in here. You know, I got me. I got me. I'm not saying leave me alone, get the hell away from me, but I got me. I don't need you. I mean, if you want to come be a part of my life, that's cool. But if you don't, okay, I'm not going to cry about it. I got me. That's more the energy that I'm feeling from you this week. Okay. And I'm, like I said, Seven of Cups. I'm feeling, though, the Cancers that resonate with this right here, this person's at a distance from you. Okay. If they're not at a distance from you, they do want to communicate with you. They are keeping an eye on you. Some of you are focused more on your work and your finance than anything. Talking to a few different people, not messing with anything serious. You've completed a karmic cycle too, by the way. You have completed a karmic cycle. Okay. Man, those messages were scattered and all over the damn place. All right, man. What kind of outcome do we have? Kind of outcome. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Knight of Wands. Could be connecting with somebody, but very briefly. Probably very briefly. I mean, the Knight of Wands is not a bad guy. Not a bad dude. He's just not very consistent. He's kind of flaky and wishy-washy, and he talks a good talk. The Knight of Wands, oh man, he can talk your panties off, but like it doesn't really, his actions don't match up with his words, you know. So the Ace of Wands, yeah. I'm feeling like there's going to be a brief connection with somebody new. Something brief. Something very brief. Like, I don't know if maybe you're just going to go out on a date with this person one time or something like that. It looks very brief, though, honestly. Looks very brief. Yeah, okay. What's the best advice? Best advice. Hang on. Ooh, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Be very picky and choosy who you hand that cup to. Okay, very picky and choosy. So here's the thing about the Queen of Cups. Okay, let me tell you a little something about her. First of all, there's only one way you're going to get your hands on her cup. And I'll give you a hint. You ain't going to snatch it from her. Oh, no. I wouldn't try to snatch that cup from her. Oh, hell no. She bust me upside the fucking head. The only way to get your hands on her cup is if she hands it to you. Now, this is the cool part about her. If she hands you her cup and you slam it down and you kick it and you spit on it and you shit on it, she's not going to waste a bunch of time pointing the finger at you. She's going to sit down with herself and say, holy shit. Well, what does that tell me about me? Why did I draw the conclusion that I could trust this person with my cup? What does that tell me about me? What do I need to reevaluate if my judge of character is that off? See what I'm saying? Be picky and choosy. Okay, who you hand your cup to. Do not, anybody new that comes in, do the best you can. This is hard because it's like a natural reflex to us humans. Do the best that you can to try not to compare them to the last person that fucked you over. You know, it's hard, man. I mean, we kind of do it subconsciously. You know, it's tough, but just try to catch yourself on that. Do the best you can to just monitor your thoughts, you know, because we all do it, man. You know, it's like, oh, okay. Well, the last time somebody did that right there, they did this. And the last time somebody acted like that, they ended up doing this. And the last time somebody said that, you know, we do that. We just do it. Just try to monitor that, you know. Don't feed too much energy into comparing them to the last person, because here's the thing. You are an incredibly powerful, creative being. If you put enough energy into comparing that person to the last person that hurt you, the universe has no choice but to grant your wish. Okay, I'm telling you, we are multidimensional, multifaceted beings. You dump enough energy into demanding that this person be just like the last person, the universe has no choice but to manifest that for you. Just try to monitor that, okay? Try to monitor that. All right. Leo. Mm-hmm. What important messages do we have from my Leo friends? Leo. Judgment reversed. Lover's card reversed. Okay. This feels like something that has been silent for a long time. I'm going to go ahead and tell you straight up. Long time. And the reason I say a long time is because of this. Okay. There's been a lot of unanswered questions, a lot of unfinished business, and just a big question mark dangling in the air. Ever since this came to an end, you've just been like, like I just been a big question mark. Are they mad at you? Do they miss you? Do you still have feelings for them? You see what I'm saying? But it's been so long that connection, it used to just feel like you were tied to this person at the hip, you know? Not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. Not real. Now, is it because of this? Or is it because of this that this is happening? One of the two. I'm sure it's probably a little bit of both for the group of you. Some of you, because of the fact that this connection is starting to become so weak, that makes room for somebody new to come in. Okay. Others of you, somebody new is coming in, and that is creating the illusion that the connection between you and this last person is not quite what it was. It's kind of distracting you from that last person. Okay. Who's stalking? Who's this? Who's this? Is this you? You still keeping an eye on them? If not, they're keeping an eye on you. And you tell yourself, if you can go inside and say, I ain't fucking stalking them. Okay, well, they stalking you. They still watching you. When I say stalking, I mean, don't let that word alarm you. That just means that probably at least once a day, when they're sitting there scrolling their phone, they're like, I wonder what in the hell Leo's up to. Let me see what Leo's doing. Ah, man, look at what Leo's doing. You know, like that's what I mean. That's all I mean when I say that. Still keeping an eye on you, still seeing what you got going on. And probably for those of you who are actively dealing with somebody new, they're watching the whole thing, wishing that you fail. They want to see you fail. Hoping something bad gonna happen to you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but that is on the list of the top 3 stupidest fucking things you can do with your energy. Stupidest fucking things you can do with your energy is sit around and wish something bad happens to somebody else. You know how many people spend their fucking time doing that? How many people? You know how many people are watching you right now? Like, oh man, I hope something bad happens to him. Dude, I probably have about 100 people, probably more, 500. You know how many people do that? Like, it's a thing. It's a trend nowadays. I don't know who needs to hear this, but that is on the top 3 stupidest fucking things you can do with your energy. You know why? You know why? Because you are going to manifest failure in your life. Your life, not theirs. Not theirs. You're going to manifest failure in your life. Whoever needs to hear that. Whoever needs to hear that. That's that type of message to where I'm not throwing that out at anybody directly. So if I just made you mad, I'm talking to you. If that doesn't apply to you, I'm not talking to you. If that just pissed you off, though, I'm talking to you. All right, well, let's see what kind of outcome we got here. Let's see. We shall see, said the blind man. Lovers in the reverse. So this connection is continuing to get weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. Okay. Yep, nobody's coming forward. No action is being taken. It's just getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And this is probably honestly like one of those types of connections that's just going to be like a candle that burns until, you know what I mean? You ever see that candle when it's on its last little fucking breath, dude? And you can barely even see the flame. It's just barely a little, and then psst, the smoke comes up. That's what this feels like. You know? Best advice. Best advice, the best advice. Knight of Swords. Okay. You know what I'm getting here? This is a weird message, dude. This is so weird. Some of you need to find somebody that you can talk to about your problems. Okay. Just say it. Now, I'm not saying just go do the best that you can to handle your problems yourself if you can, you know. But even some of us that are the most independent people on the planet, you know, we still slip. I still slip from time to time. There's still some things that a lot of times I can't really deal with. We don't want to swallow it and pretend that it's, you know, that is deadly toxic to the body. For those of you, again, I always advocate, you know, do you for you if you can, but if you can't, acknowledge it and be real about it and find somebody to talk to. Okay? Just be real. Man, this problem I'm dealing with, man, I'm just not successfully working through it on my own. That's okay, dude. We're humans. It's cool. It's cool. I'm not saying be codependent and go boo-hoo to try to find somebody who will coddle your little soft-ass feelings. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we're humans. Even the most independent of humans still have issues that they just can't. I'm just not working through this one. You know, this particular issue is just something that I am not successfully working through. It's cool, dude. It happens. Go find somebody to talk to. Find somebody to talk to. I don't know why the hell that came through, dude. I don't know why that came through. Super weird. Never really seen something like that come through before. So, all right, we're going to move forward. Who was that? That was Leo. So Virgo. Virgo. What important messages do we have for my Virgo friends? What important messages do we have for my Virgo friends this week? This is the weekly forecast. I think I'm just realizing a minute ago I said weekend. I didn't mean that. The universe knows what my intentions are. I didn't mean weekend. Important messages from my bird. Oh, shit. And we ain't even got time for this, man. We ain't even got time for that. Okay, so it was a codependency connection you were dealing with. Let's just put it that way. Now, when I say it was a codependency connection, I'm not saying that you were the codependent one, not saying that they were the codependent one. I mean, maybe it was both of you, but one, the other, or both of you, somebody here was expecting the relationship to fix all their emotional problems and be their only source of happiness, to create the happiness that they were missing. That's what I mean by a codependency connection. My feelings are your responsibility. Okay? They're your fault and your responsibility. You know, basically. Woo, a lot of tension here. A lot of tension. The person that you're dealing with has very low self-confidence, no self-esteem, and I think you intimidate the hell out of them. I think you do. I think you do. I feel like this decision, like whatever separated the two of you was like divine intervention. It was divine intervention. Because I'm kind of feeling like one of you, and I can't figure out who is who. So take what resonates and chuck what don't. But one of you is still not willing to let go of this. But the other one very, very avidly is done. I can't tell who it is. Because I'm just feeling energy from one end, like, oh my God, no, there's got to be one more chance. One of these days. But whoever it is that's feeling that, I'm going to tell you right now, the other person is done. Done. Dun, 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 dun. So, you may as well hang it up. You know, I don't know who that is. Somebody here wants to work this out, and the other person is absolutely fucking refusing. So, okay, the way that hits me when I very first see it, it feels like them that refuses to let go of it, and you that is refusing to ever give this a second chance. Could go both ways. I just know how you are, Virgo. I know how y'all are. And when you make up your fucking mind, you may not be a fixed sign. But you still have this way about you that is kind of feels sort of fixed, kind of, sort of. It's not really fixed. It's just that when you draw a conclusion, you have sifted through a vast multiplicity of, systems and thought about every little logical step. And you have just gone through this mess to come up to make up your mind. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of times you are so damn stubborn, because it's like you've already done the math equation and everything that it took in order to draw that conclusion. And in your mind, ain't nobody changing your mind, So it appears kind of fixed. You appear kind of like a fixed sign sometimes when you make a decision. So that's why I'm saying that this feels like you. See what I'm saying? The person that you're dealing with has been doing some reflecting, though. Yes, they have. But man, whatever happened between the two of you done put a permanent dent in this connection. Permanent dent. They still stalking you, too. They still stalking you. Yep, they show is. Okay. Okay. Okay, outcome. What kind of outcome we got for Virgo? I don't even know if that. Ooh, the Emperor. Yeah, okay. That's you taking control of this situation. That's you. Hey, you too, man. Look. Something collective. This feels kind of like a collective thing. What's going on astrologically? Do I have any astrologers that watch me? I don't know. Maybe it's just something collective where it's kind of like leave me alone, But for Virgo, it's not just like leave me alone. It's like you're either on my team or you're in my way. That type of energy. So if you're not working with me, you're working against me. Get the hell away from me. That type of energy. 5 of Swords reversed. Okay. All right. Well, that's a weird outcome. Let's just jump to the advice. What's the best advice? Ooh, take it slow. Take things slow. The Page of Wands. Okay. Be open to something new, but take things slow. Don't try too hard. Now, this is the tricky part. Now, you have to understand, when I give advice, I'm always coming from a place of balance. I'm very rarely ever coming from one extreme end of a spectrum. Okay. Now, don't try too hard to logically plan every little step that it takes to get where you're wanting to go. Now, I'm coming from a place of balance. That doesn't mean don't plan. Because, I mean, you got to plan something. You know, oh, what the hell am I supposed to do then? Plan, do that, but don't be so stubbornly stuck to that plan. Okay? Because when you are in uncharted territory, you're not going to be able to plan every step. If you are on your way to manifesting and creating something that is unlike anything you've ever experienced before, you're not going to be able to figure out every step that it takes to get from A to Z. Plan the best that you can, but keep your radar on. Okay? The most important things that happen to you are going to be the things you would least expect. The most important connections that you will make will be the weirdest fucking people that you would never suspect at the least expected time. You know, just keep your radar onto that. Don't be closed off to weird people and situations and offers and opportunities coming from out of left field. Be open to that. See what I'm saying? Be willing to divert off of the plan if you can feel the universe trying to pull you in that direction. Happens all the time. You know, I'm planning my little route here on the map, and here I am on my route, and all of a sudden the vehicle starts drifting this way. That's the universe pulling me in a different direction. I'm like, no, I'm going this way. And then I wonder why shit isn't working out, because that was the universe being like, no, dude, this way. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Okay. Libra. Mm-hmm. Libra. What important messages do we have for my Libra friends? Ooh, the Hierophant. Some of you, I'll go ahead and tell you what yelled at me when I first looked at this card. Some of you could be dealing with a connection that triggered your spiritual awakening. Mm-hmm. I think I would feel very safe betting that the vast majority of us on the spiritual path, that's what put us there, isn't it? Something traumatic. Usually it was an incredibly intense connection with a person that went horribly fucking wrong and absolutely devastated you. Right? There's a huge, I don't know. I don't have a real statistic, but if I was to guess, I would say probably 75, 80% of the people on the spiritual journey, what led them to that path was a failed connection that completely devastated them, right? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be, there's all kinds of things that happen to people. But one thing that I think, is all inclusive is it was some kind of trauma. So anyway, some of you could be dealing with a connection that triggered your spiritual awakening. I see you connecting with somebody. I do see you connecting with somebody. I just don't know if this is anything stable, though. Wait a minute, is this past or new? I see you connecting. You're definitely connecting with somebody. I'm trying to see if it's past or new. Oh, you could be connecting with a past person. Yeah. Could be connecting with a past person. I don't think it's going to be anything permanent, though, with the Empress in the reverse. Some of you aren't even attracted to this person anymore. Aren't even attracted to him anymore, But with the Empress reversed and the Eight of Swords, it kind of feels to me like you're like playing dumb and ignoring the possibility that it could go there. If that makes any sense. Emperor upright, Empress in the reverse. I'm feeling like whoever the masculine is not male, but masculine. Okay. Whoever the masculine is probably wants this to work out, and whoever resonates with the feminine energy probably is not interested in this working out. But I see more than likely an apology wanting to come through. I don't know, with this Five of Swords, though, that kind of concerns me a little bit. That kind of concerns me a little bit. Here's something about this asshole here in this card. Okay. He is bound and determined to get what he wants. And he don't give a shit what he has to do in order to get it. That's the thing about this dude right here. He's very determined. Very determined. Defeat at all costs. I'm going to get what I want, and I will do anything to make it happen. There are no boundaries to what I will do to get what I want. No boundaries. That's alarming. That's alarming. I don't trust it. Just put it to you like that. By the way, let me see here. I have Aries, Taurus, Sagittarius. If any of those signs ring a bell, sweet. If not, don't worry about it. All right. Outcome time. Outcome time. Outcome time. Ooh, 10 of Wands reverse. I don't see you taking on that burden. I do not. I do not see you taking on that burden. You're not taking on any burdens that aren't yours to take on, are you? Nope, I don't think you is. I don't think so. Ace of Cups reversed, 2 of Cups reversed. Whoever it is that's wanting this to take lift off and turn into a reconciliation, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. And I feel, now, like I said, first glance, what I'm getting is that this is you. I'm feeling like it's you that's not interested in this. That could go both ways, though. Guarantee you there's some Libras who are absolutely dying to reconcile with the past person, in which case this would be them. But I feel like for the majority of the Libras that need to hear this message right here, this is more than likely you. If it's not, check your moon, rising, or Venus. Okay, what's the best advice? Best advice. The 4 of Wands in the reverse. Slam the door shut on the past. If I had a damn dollar for every person that comes to me for a personal reading, still in love with a past person, wanting to know who is coming in new, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my God, man, come on. Okay. If I'm still energetically tied to a past person, that puts me in the same vibration I was in when we separated. The vibration I am on, or my frequency currently in this moment, is what determines what I'm attracting into my life. If I'm still tied to the frequency of that past person, what do you think I'm going to attract into my life? Like, seriously. It's going to be something very, very similar to that past situation. Something that is vibrationally complementary. Okay, we can't be looking back in the past and ahead at the same time. I can't be still holding on to this person, being like, all right, who knew was going to come in? I know I'm still holding on to this person, but who's new coming in? You know, I'm still in love with somebody else, but I need somebody new to come in. Like, what the fuck, man? Slam the door shut on the past. If you are curious about what new is coming in, you need to slam the door shut on the past. Your number one priority needs to be making a final decision. In my heart, even if that person was to come back begging, I wouldn't do it. It's a done fucking dollar. Anything other than that, I promise you, all you're going to do is repeat the same cycle over and over and over, meeting the same person in a different body over and over and over, until we start untying from these past people, which in turn, you will ascend up out of the energy that attracted you to this person. And then that's when you start attracting people into your life of a different caliber, on a different vibration, a different frequency. See what I'm saying? Make chance. We've all done it. But I mean, I don't know. When I did that at a very young age. I had to learn that lesson when I was like 20, 2, you know. But we've all done it at some point, you know. All right. Who was that? Libra? Okay. Scorpio. Mm-hmm. Scorpio. What important messages do we have for my Scorpio friends? Ooh, the 3 of Swords reversed. Some of you are doing a lot more healing than you know. I can just feel there's 1 or 2 of you out there. Don't think you've done much healing because you still feel so much pain. The healing process hurts. Okay? It does. We're not talking about healing a broken arm. We're talking about healing a broken heart that hurts. Ooh, you're still way out of your comfort zone, though. Still carrying the burden of this past situation. Okay. For those of you wondering whether or not this person is going to communicate, it's not looking like it. I'm seeing blocked communication. I feel like they want to, though. I am feeling like this person wants to talk to you. They have a lot of things that they want to say, but they're biting their tongue and holding back. And if communication is blocked, I don't see them. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's 2022. You know, if you want to communicate with somebody, you're going to communicate with them. You know, it's just all there is to it. You know, you block somebody on Facebook, you know, that doesn't mean nothing. If they really want to communicate with you, they're going to send a fucking message. That don't mean nothing. That's all for show, you know. But that does set a boundary, you know. Like if you block me on Facebook, I'm not about to go write you on fucking Instagram. That's just stupid, you know. That means I don't want to talk to you, you know. So I don't see them, like, say, for example, they're blocked on Instagram, but not on Facebook. I don't see them going and writing you on. I don't see them going around that boundary. That makes sense? You understand what I'm saying? It looks like an internal mental battle coming from you on your end, though, Scorpio. I'm not going to lie. I'm seeing you looking. I mean, you're doing a good job holding it all together. Like the average person looking at you probably doesn't have a clue. But inside, I see you very kind of imbalanced, and there's a war, a silent war you're waging inside yourself. Wondering whether or not you've made the right decision, wondering whether or not you're making the right decision moving forward. Okay. Magician reversed, Sun card. I'm trying to see whatever's going on right now. Everything is moving slow. Seems to be moving slow. I think that's just an illusion, though, honestly. I don't think anything is moving slow at all. It just appears to be because of the war that's being waged on the inside, you know? Okay. Well, the major arcana I have is Sagittarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Libra. If any of those signs ring a bell, sweet. If they don't worry about it. Not that big a deal. Well, I didn't like that message. But let's see what kind of outcome we have here. What kind of outcome we got? What kind of outcome we looking at here? Oh, the 10 of Pentacles. You do have an awful lot of energy supporting your financial abundance. So for those of you on the path of financial abundance, and you're wondering whether or not you're on the right path, yes. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what, honestly, what the universe usually does, like I know this is what happened to me, this is what happened to a lot of people that I know on the manifestation journey, is the universe will just, will do not underestimate the universe's ability to exhaust you. Okay? I know there's some of you out there, I'm a fixed sign too, I get it. We're stubborn. We're real stubborn. We just think I can make it through anything. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, but don't underestimate the universe's ability to exhaust you. And the universe will keep applying pressure and applying pressure and applying pressure and applying pressure and applying pressure until you don't have any strength left and you just have no choice but to release and let go. That's when the universe can slide in with your fucking blessings. When you release and let go and you're just exhausted and expended, that's when the universe slides in like, all right, finally, I got you the hell out of the way. Here Here's them blessings you wanted, you know? Two of Pentacles, King of Swords reversed. Oh, okay. So for those of you, okay, because I know there's some of you currently dealing with somebody new, but if you're already dealing with somebody new, this is not for you. Okay. This right here is specifically to the Scorpios who are still kind of hanging in the limbo, waiting for somebody new to come in. The universe is not wanting to bring anybody towards you right now because you need to lose some of the bitterness. Okay. You're still harboring a little bit of bitterness and a little bit of anger and a little bit of a grudge from the past person. Okay. I get it. Okay. I get it. You invented grudges. I get it. Okay. And you may have every right to be holding one. Okay. As long as you can acknowledge that that's not cool and that needs to be worked through one of these days. And it does. It does. I mean, honestly, this is that slippery slope that, you know, some people get very offended and pissed off when you say this. I don't give a shit. It's the truth. I don't care what they did to you. I don't care. As a matter of fact, listen up real close. I know one of you needs to hear this. The worse it was, the more poisonous it is for you to cling to, you know? Because somebody always wants to pipe up and say, you don't know how bad it was. The worse it was, the more toxic it is to cling to. Okay? The worse it's hurting you. And at that point, though, you can't blame them because you're the one doing it to yourself. Okay? They only did it once. What they did to you, they only did once. Now you are doing it to yourself over and over and over and over and over and over and over, flooding your body with toxic stress chemicals. You know? Again, I get it. We're humans. It can be difficult to work through that shit. I'm not saying get over it. I'm not saying suck it up, buttercup. That's not what I said. Not at all what I said. What I said was at least acknowledge I'm hurting myself. I need to work on this. I need to work through this and be patient with yourself. You're not expected to just flip a switch and get over it overnight. Be patient with yourself. This can take time. As long as you can say, look, I acknowledge that I need to get over this and I'm putting forth work to get over it, you know, and I am. And I mean, I've been there. I've held a grudge for upwards of a year and a half, you know. It happens. As long as we acknowledge that it needs to be worked on and we actually put forth action working through it to release it and let go of it. All right. Cool. Now we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Oh, I had more water up here. All right. Sagittarius. Mm-hmm. What important messages do we have for my Sagittarius friends? Oh, the Ace of Wands. Starting new, starting fresh. Okay. Of course. No, not Sagittarius. Never. Of course, Sagittarius is starting new, starting fresh. Sagittarius invented starting new and starting fresh, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, if you haven't noticed, I have taken it upon myself to figure out what every zodiac sign invented. But no, seriously though, of course Sagittarius is starting new and fresh, right? All right. Ooh, the Four of Swords though. Ten of Cups. Whatever it is you're dealing with here, it looks like it's pretty damn successful. Oh, some of y'all got something new coming in. What's this though? This and this. So we have new energy and past energy. Okay. I got to clarify this King of Cups right here because I'm feeling like this is new. I'm feeling like this is new, but there's also some past energy here. Maybe some of you are getting into a new relationship, very successful, okay? And somebody from the past is watching the whole thing, watching you enter into this new relationship, watching this new person come into your life or whatever the case may be. And it looks very good. They're watching the whole thing. What's this Four of Swords all about here? Hang on. Two of Cups. So some of you, as soon as you decide to take a break, that's when something new is coming in. Or maybe if you're already dealing with somebody new, it could have come in right as you decided to relax and take a break. I don't know, but all I'm seeing is whatever the newest person coming in, whoever that is, potential for massive, massive, massive success. And somebody from the past is sitting back watching the whole damn thing. Okay. Thank you, Black Mirror, for that super chat. Thank you. Well, shit. I don't really have much else to say. That's pretty much all that came through here. Let's see what I got here. I have Cancer. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. And that's the only major arcana I have on the table. Okay. Outcome time. What's the outcome? Outcome time. Okay, the Two of Pentacles. Maybe a solid decision isn't being made just yet. Whoever it is that needs to make a decision. Like, who is that? Hang on. Hold on. Hody-do, yo. Hody-do. Boom, boom. Judgment reversed. Okay. All right, so now I still see a lot of silence coming from the past person. I still see unanswered questions and unfinished business. Whoever it is that needs to make a decision here isn't making a decision, whatever the hell that means. It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, hopefully if that resonates for you, you know what that means, because I don't know what it means. Somebody needs to make up their mind, needs to make a choice, and they're not. I don't know. What's the best advice? Best advice. Boom, boom. Ooh, the Three of Pentacles reversed. No third party situations. None. 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 Okay? I know there is no exception to that. There is no exception to that. If somebody is in a relationship, I don't give a damn how crazy they say that person is. You see, how many times you see this shit happen? They're in a relationship and they come boo-hooing to you. Oh, boo-hoo, the person I'm with is so mean and so controlling and so psycho and so crazy. Okay, well, get the hell away from them then. Oh, no, I can't because whoop-de-whoop. Oh, no. No, that tells me everything I need to know about you. Nope. I don't give a damn. I don't care what sob story they spit at you. I don't care. Handle it like an adult. Handle it. Don't cheat. Okay, but they was cheating on me. Okay, so you being a piece of shit makes it okay too? Like, no. Handle it like an adult. I don't know who this message is for, but this is what came through. So no third party situations. None. If somebody's in a relationship, if they are not enough of an adult to first get the hell out of that relationship before engaging in anything with anybody else, that tells you everything you need to know about them. That person is a lying, cheating sack of shit, and they will cheat on you. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Because guess what? Guess what? 6 months, a year later, you're going to be that crazy, psycho, controlling person. That's going to be you. And that's going to be you getting cheated on. And then the cycle is just going to keep rolling and rolling and rolling. No third-party situations. I don't know why that message came through, but it came through, so I got to read it. All right. Who are we on now? That was Sagittarius. Capricorn. That deck said no. Boom, boom. Capricorn. What important messages do we have from my Capricorn friends? Ooh, Eight of Wands in the reverse. Blocked communication. I don't want to say too much on that. The Moon card, Nine of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, okay. Some of y'all were taken advantage of. This is, okay, so this is that reoccurring Capricorn saga. I know that may not be everybody. Okay, but this specifically, if you were dealing with a situation in which you are highly suspicious they were using you for your money, yes, they were. And yes, they missed that. I do feel like you have something new coming in, though. However, there's still unfinished business with you and the past person. Trying to figure out what the main message here is. Because it looks kind of like 50-50. Yes, something new is coming in. And as a matter of fact, I do feel like it will be long-term commitment. Some of you are nervous that you'll get taken advantage of again and used for your money, maybe. Or maybe you are nervous that whoever's coming in is very superficial, maybe, possibly. Now, okay, so for those of you who came to this reading wondering whether or not the past person is going to communicate, it doesn't look like it. Could be a Pisces for some of you. I'm not seeing any noise coming from the past person, okay? I am still seeing unfinished business, though. What's this about down here? Hang on. Page of Swords. Oh, see, this is something new coming in. You're nervous about a new person. Okay. Either A, you're currently talking to somebody new, or B, it's on its way. Either way, though, I see you nervous. I think that at least the Capricorns who resonate with this reading right here, you're nervous about being taken advantage of again. And I try not to get too specific, but for those of you who are blessed in the bank, just do the best you can to not, don't hide it. Don't be dishonest, but try to like not let the subject of your money come up right away. Do the best that you can to save that for way later on down the line, I know it can be kind of hard sometimes. How am I supposed to do that? My belt costs $400 and I forgot about that. I didn't even think about it, well, I'm wearing a $400 belt and everybody knows it. Well, shit, I forgot about that. I wasn't even thinking about it. I know, but do the best you can to just let the person get to know you. Let them get to know who you are before they know how much money you make. Does that make sense? It's tricky, dude. I know it's tough. I had to learn that just very recently in life, and it's tricky because it would blow your mind. It'd break your heart. Like it's true. The rumors are true. When people find out you have money, everybody is your best fucking friend. Everybody is your friend. Everybody loves you. Everybody. And you don't know who the fuck you can trust. I always thought that was just some cliche shit that rich people said. It's true. It's true. Oh, yes, it is. Everybody loves you when you make money. So if you're concerned about being taken advantage of, like if you were like taken advantage of by a gold digger in the past, just do the best you can to try to like not let that subject come up for a while. Is all I can say. I don't know, man. It's hard. I mean, if some of you are like, well, I drive a $90,000 car and I live in a big, beautiful house, and you know what I mean? And it's like, how the hell am I supposed to hide that? Just do the best you can to not talk about money or anything like that. Not make it obvious that you have money, I know that may be like really specific, maybe, but that's just what came through. If that's not the situation you're dealing with, check your moon, rising, and Venus, because that's the message that came through. Let's see what kind of outcome we have here. What kind of outcome do we have for Capricorn? The Magician reverse. Monitor your vibration. Okay? Monitor your vibration. This is one of the most important things that we can do on the path. Okay? Monitor your own frequency without judgment. Don't judge yourself. Okay? We're humans. None of us are going to be perfect. Okay? But just at any given time, what's my vibe right now? Okay? At any given time, if you ask yourself, what is my vibe right now? And the answer is, my vibe sucks. That's cool. Just be aware of that. Be aware of that and do the best that you can to try not to connect with anybody. You know, just monitor your vibration. Your outside world is responding to you in ways that you may not be aware of. Okay? That's the question I always ask myself is, how did I manifest that? Get in the habit of asking yourself that when anything happens. Anything. I don't give a damn what it is. I don't care if I'm cruising down the road and my tire blows out. Bow! I'll be sitting on the side of the road changing my tire like, how the hell did I manifest this? And I'll keep asking that question over and over and over until I'm given the download that tells me. And I'm like, okay, cool, right on. What's some more advice here? Don't jump head first into any new connection. Okay, but don't be closed off to anything new either. Okay, don't be closed off to anything new either. Set boundaries, and if those boundaries can't be like acknowledged and accepted, turn it down. Okay, do not lower your standards. Okay, do not let anybody disrespect your boundaries. I know that sounds kind of like stuck up and like bitchy and shit. No, not really. I mean, I'm not saying be rude and nasty about it. Don't be rude and nasty about it, but just let your boundaries be known. And if somebody has a problem with that, they got to go. They got to go. Like, there's no. I'm very, very big on boundaries, dude. Very big. Very, very big on that. You have completed a karmic cycle. Okay? You have. So the people who are going to start gravitating into your life here in the coming weeks and months are going to be different than the people you've been dealing with. Okay? It's going to be a little bit weird and strange. Don't let it alarm you too much. You're starting a new cycle. You've completed a karmic cycle. All the bullshit you've been going through, you've learned everything you needed to learn. Okay? It's taught you everything it needed to teach you. And now it's time for a new cycle of challenges and obstacles. Okay? That ain't never going to go away. I got news for you. There's always going to be challenges and obstacles. They show we is. All right. Aquarius. Aquarius. What important messages do we have for my Aquarius friends in whatever situation they're dealing with? Ooh, the Nine of Pentacles reversed. There could have been financial codependence on your end too. You could have been dealing with somebody that used you for money. Or if it's not to do with money, this could just be superficial. You know, somebody could be very superficial. But the Eight of Cups is in the reverse. So somebody here still can't move on. It may have been superficial at the time, but one, the other, or both of you still isn't moving on from this. Could be a Virgo for some of you. I was going to say communication, but the Eight of Wands is in the reverse. So maybe they want to communicate, but there's blocked communication. Or maybe they just know what they want to say, but they're not communicating. Two of Swords. So this person definitely still has feelings for you, but they're not making a decision. And honestly, I feel like you're not either. Two of Swords, Two of Wands. This is you and them mirroring each other. Okay? Mirroring each other. Death card. I think we've talked about this, haven't we? Was it you? This window of opportunity is not going to be open forever. It's not going to be open forever. Yeah, I think the person knows exactly what they want to say to you. You probably know exactly what you want to say to them too. Whenever I get like something like this, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, that tells me that y'all are both mirroring each other. You know exactly what you want to say too, but you ain't. You ain't doing it. They know exactly what they want to say, but they ain't. Y'all are both holding back, both mirroring each other, but y'all both sit around and think about each other all day. Okay. What kind of outcome we got here? Outcome. What is the outcome? Five of Wands reversed. Hang on. Hold on. I'm not speaking on that yet. Okay, you're avoiding the drama and choosing happiness. Okay. Yeah, drama is being avoided and happiness is being chosen. So that's probably why everything is staying silent. One, the other, or both of you is concluding that communication would do nothing but lead to arguments, fights, and drama. And pick your poison. Arguing, fighting, and drama, or unanswered questions, unfinished business, and the silent treatment. Which one is worse? Which one is worse? Arguing, fighting, and drama is worse, isn't it? Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. I ain't got no time for that, do you? I don't know anybody who does. Who has time for some drama and some bullshit and some fighting and some arguing? I mean, some people are fucking addicted to it. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who is. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's just addicted to drama and bitching and fighting and arguing. And that's the reason why you're holding back. I ain't got no time for that bullshit. I'd rather linger hanging around in the silence, not knowing. Okay, but they still obsessing over you. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. I also have Leo here. All right. What's the best advice? Ooh, the Judgment reversed. Okay. Don't be so quick to judge this situation. Okay. This is one of those types of situations that hasn't hit its target yet. Okay. You would be surprised how often we plan for something to go wrong, but it's not really going wrong. It looks like it is. If you judge it right away, it looks like everything is going wrong. This wasn't what was supposed to happen, but if you look at it from the universal perspective, it's actually going perfectly according to plan. Because what it did was it set off a domino effect. Okay? And them dominoes are still going for a long time. A long time. And then a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, boom, it hits its target. And when that happens, you take a look back and you go, whoa, that's why that was meant to happen that way. Holy shit. If that didn't happen, then this would not have happened. Whoa, dude. So don't be so quick to judge this situation. It hasn't hit its target yet. Okay? There's unanswered questions and unfinished business for a specific reason. Okay? Just hold a space for that one day that the universe reveals to you why everything went down the way that it went down. All right? All right. Pisces. Pisces. What important messages do we have? Important messages for my Pisces friends. Ooh, the Sun card. Okay. That's good. Sweet. Some of you are starting to get a taste of true happiness, aren't you? True happiness. When I say true happiness, I mean happiness for no fucking reason. Okay? We have been so brainwashed and programmed to look for pleasure, look out here for something to trigger a pleasure response, and we think that's happiness, and it's not. And every now and then we get a taste of true happiness. Fucking world could be falling apart. You know what I mean? The world is totally falling apart. Nothing is going right. I have no money in the bank, no gas in my car. Everything is going wrong. You know, my rent's due tomorrow and I ain't got my rent, but you know what? I'm just happy as hell, you know? And we catch little glimpses of that. That's true happiness. I'm not happy because of what is or isn't happening in my outside world. I'm happy just because I'm fucking happy for no reason, you know? Some of y'all are starting to get a taste of that. Some of you. Ooh, the Fool card. Right on, right on. About to be jumping head first into something. Oh, yes. I see communication happening here. This looks like something new. This looks new to me. Knight of Swords, the Fool card. Could be an Aries for some of you. I got 2 Aries cards here, actually, and Taurus and Leo. I feel like it's going to be long-term commitment, though. I feel like long-term commitment coming in. Look at this shit. Look at this. Would you look at this? Look at that. Long-term commitment coming in. And again, sometimes some of you, right as soon as you decided to make that decision that you're done dating around. Done dating. I don't need all that. Taking a break. I'm good. Everybody leave me alone. Bam, you ran right into the next person as soon as you made that decision, right? Thank you for that super chat. How do you say your name? HGFCE. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah. And here's the taking a break card. See? And then something new coming in. Now, at what stage are you all at in development right now? I don't know. Maybe you're just talking. Maybe you're just talking. Okay. Ooh, there's you. That's you, boo-boo. Ace of Wands. Man, this is starting up quick, though. This is the only card in this entire spread that kind of throws me off a little bit. Are you still harboring some pain, though, at the same time? Because everything else is looking awesome here. Man, you got that Sun card. You got this Ace of Wands, bro. You got this Empress and the Hierophant. You got all this awesome shit. The 4 of Wands. What the hell is this? What is this? Who's that? Who's still butthurt? Who's still upset? Is that just something that you've buried? Or maybe just something that, just a part of you that still hurt, maybe? Whoops. Part of you that still hurt, maybe? I don't know. That kind of throws a monkey wrench in the spread, though, honestly. Okay, well. Outcome. What's the outcome? Outcome, what's the outcome? Will this new communication turn into anything? It's got potential. Will it actually see its way through? 10 of Pentacles, though. I mean, we're going to get the 10 Cups along with it. That's the thing. Okay, the King of Wands, Nine of Swords, Page of Cups. Yeah, I do feel like this is going to reach a point of success, but the only thing that look, every time, dude, every time the 10 of Pentacles comes up, as far as a relationship success rate, there's always something underneath, okay? 10 of Pentacles relationships are the relationships that look really good. You know, they look good. They may look real good and flashy on social media. You may look real good and flashy out in public. you know, and on the inside, though, there's actually some issues, a lot of nervousness, you know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a 10 of Pentacles relationship as long as it's also 10 cups. Ain't nothing wrong with having 10 pentacles as long as you got a cup next to each pentacle. You see what I'm saying? Not seeing that 10 cups coming up. Ooh, we got the 9 of cups, though. So I see you working on you, and you're headed in the right direction. Still very nervous, though. But I don't know. It looks like the next person coming in is going to turn out pretty successful. Just going to be a bit of a work in progress. What's the best advice? Best advice. Ooh, be as open and transparent as you possibly can. Okay? I mean, let's be real. Nobody can get to know every little thing about you in the first week or so that they meet you, but you can be as transparent as possible. You know, not hiding nothing. Nothing. This is me. This is who I am. This is my past. This is what I've been through. You know, all the dumbass shit I've done, all the mistakes that I've made. This is where I'm at now. And these are my goals. You know, this is me. You don't like it? Let me know right now. Let me know right now, because I'm not wasting 1 minute of my time on some bullshit. Ooh, be very picky and choosy. Who is this I was telling? Taurus, I think. I was telling Taurus the same thing. One of them signs back there. Be very picky and choosy who you hand your cup to. Okay? Very picky and choosy. Be selective. Okay? Like I was saying earlier, there's only one way to get your hands on her cup. You ain't snatching it from her. The only way you can get your hands on her cup is if she determines that you are worthy for her to give it to. Now, if she gives you her cup and you mistreat it, you dump it out, you slam it on the ground, you spit on it and shit on it, and kick it around, she's not going to waste any time pointing the finger and blaming you. She's going to sit down and ask herself, well, what the hell does that tell me about me? Why did I determine that I could trust this person with my cup? What's that tell me about me? This is why she is the queen of cups, because she is extremely emotionally intelligent and mature. See what I'm saying? Just be very picky and choosy. Don't just give your cup to anybody that comes along and calls you pretty. You fucking kidding me? No, absolutely not. No. Be picky and choosy. Set boundaries and do not lower your standards. I don't care what they say about you. I don't give a damn. Yes, they will try to shame you. Yes, they will try to judge you. Yes, they will try to guilt you. I don't give a fuck. Don't lower your boundaries. Don't lower your standards. Set them boundaries. And if somebody can't respect that, they got to go. Period. End of discussion. End of story. All right. I feel like those were the messages that all of my signs of the zodiac needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the love and the support and the positive feedback you guys show me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.